The hidden moment your ego takes control. Have you ever noticed how a small event can suddenly change your entire mood? Someone doesn't reply to your message, a colleague receives appreciation instead of you, someone criticizes your work, a family member ignores your opinion, a stranger cuts you off in traffic. Nothing physically dangerous has happened, yet your heart beats faster, your thoughts begin racing, your body becomes tense. What happened? Most people think anger came first. It didn't. Something else appeared before anger, before defensiveness, before control, before the ego. Fear arrived first. Not the fear of death, not the fear of physical danger. Small fears. The fear of rejection, the fear of disrespect, the fear of losing status, the fear of failure, the fear of uncertainty, the fear of not being enough. These small fears activate a hidden survival system inside the mind. Many psychological and philosophical traditions describe this survival system as the ego. The ego is not evil. It is not your enemy. It is a protective mechanism. Its purpose is simple: to keep you safe. But there is a problem. The ego cannot distinguish between a real threat and a psychological one. A disagreement feels like an attack. Silence feels like rejection. Criticism feels like humiliation. The event is small. The reaction becomes enormous. Imagine hiring a bodyguard. At first, he protects you from genuine danger. Over time, he becomes suspicious of everyone. Every stranger looks dangerous. Every conversation feels like a threat. Eventually, the bodyguard begins controlling your life instead of protecting it. This is what happens when fear repeatedly activates the ego. The ego begins protecting an identity that may not actually be under attack. Many contemplative traditions make a similar observation. When we believe we are isolated, fragile, and separate from everything else, fear becomes our default response. And when fear becomes our default response, the ego remains constantly active. Whether you understand this psychologically, philosophically, or spiritually, the practical lesson remains the same. Notice the fear before you react. Ask yourself, what exactly am I afraid of right now? Observe the fear instead of becoming it. When you become aware of the fear, the ego no longer controls the moment automatically. You create space between the trigger and your response. Perhaps peace is not the absence of fear. Perhaps peace is recognizing that fear is only a passing wave. The wave rises, the wave falls, but the ocean remains. Likewise, fear comes and goes, thoughts come and go, emotions come and go, but awareness remains. The more you identify with awareness instead of fear, the less power the ego has over your life. Perhaps true freedom does not come from destroying the ego. Perhaps it comes from seeing it for what it has always been, a survival mechanism doing its job, while you quietly remember that you are much larger than your fear.